Hey everybody, welcome to the #1 video. Now this is #1 for obvious reasons, but I don't share my family with my Driving with John channel very much, so this is a very rare peek into the people that stand behind Driving with John that make me who I am. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am. So enjoy the video, please leave comments, share the video, and as always, stay safe out there, everybody.
Guys all want to come home to a wife who's, yay, daddy's home, you know.
Driving with John is coming through! Hey everybody, welcome to Driving with John. Today is, as you can see, a whole different kind of video. So, here's the story. I went to the yard because I had routine maintenance and there was more repairs that needed done. My air conditioning wasn't working, so they put me in a hotel while they're fixing my truck. But here's a good twist to the story. I have a very special guest star. And if you hang on 1 second, I'll introduce you to her. And my extra special guest star, my beautiful wife, Erica.
Hey.
So I thought in this video we'd do something a little different since it's totally a different circumstance for us. What we're going to do is I'm going to actually kind of interview my wife, and you guys can kind of see the insides of, you know, being married and being a trucker and all of that, what that's all about. So, okay, first of all, it's kind of unique how you ended up on the truck with me, which was awesome. So why don't you tell that story?
It was unexpected, totally unplanned. We planned just to go to get routine maintenance, and it was just going to be a day trip, right?
Yeah, 1 day trip turned into
A couple days. Yeah. And I just had the clothes on my back and my purse.
Yeah, so she's roughing it, you know. When I go out on a truck, I always bring plenty of stuff for me, but unfortunately, you know, this was kind of an unplanned thing. But the good side of it is...
You share.
Yeah, I share, yeah. The good side of it is it's just one-on-one time with me and my wife, and no stresses of home, no stresses of road. It's almost like a little mini vacation, and I love that. So, well, what do you think of trucking?
I love trucking. I love that you love it. I love that it pays well. So it affords me the opportunity to write, which is one of the things that we're trying to do, right? I don't know. I like most of it. There's some things that, you know, require us to be flexible, and you know, when you think you're coming home and you expect tomorrow we'll be home and then you're not, and you know, that kind of thing, or planning ahead if you have to be somewhere.
Yeah. Well, that probably all ties into my next question. It's what's it like being a trucker's wife, which some of that ties into this, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being a trucker's wife is, I love it. I mean, maybe it's not for everybody, but I love when you leave, I expect that you're going to be gone, so we kind of just get in our routine, and it's not like when you work at a normal job and you're, you know, working overtime or something, and we don't expect that, and, you know, then our routine's kind of messed up, but we get in our own routine, you're gone for so long, and then we know you're coming back, and yeah.
My part of that would be, for me, it's when I return home.
Yeah, that's the best
It's
part.
like, you know, coming home every day from work, only times that by 3,000. So I really like that part of it. I hate being on the road as long as I do, but coming home is always like the best part. So.
You being away makes us miss you, and then
Yeah.
when you come home, it's better than it would be if you were home all the time.
Yeah.
And we get right to the good stuff.
The good stuff. All right, one more question. What is your favorite part of trucking? When you're out on the road, I mean, because you and the kids get to go out with me, so
Yeah.
there are probably things that you get to see and experience that are different than, you know, what I realize. So what's it like? What's your favorite part about being on the road?
Well, that's one of the things I do love about this particular job that you have in trucking. You can take us out. My favorite part when we are on the road is when we stop. It's like going to a hotel, kind of, only very small and cramped and a little different, but I love when we stop and we're in a new place and, you know, we get out and look around and then enjoy new foods. We've done that a few times.
Yeah, last night we had some really good seafood at the hotel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I for me, being out on the road with them with me, I love that because, like I said in a different video, that it gives me one-on-one time where you can actually talk about things much deeper than surface stuff, like, you know, how you feeling today and what's the weather. You know, you don't have a choice being in that tight of a space. You have to talk about things that matter. It has to happen eventually. And on the same side, as you know, she'll probably agree with me, you're in a tight circumstances for long periods of time. So sometimes, you know, it can get on the bad side of that too, you know.
A little hairy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if hairy is the word I'd use, but, you know, same thing. It can be a little intense or tense or stressful sometimes, but, you know, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it takes you to extremely high highs and extremely low lows in trucking because you're in such a tight environment. So, and it can be high stress sometimes too. So, well, I really appreciate that you spent this time talking to me and telling me what your thoughts are on your side of trucking. Is there anything else that you'd want to say? Like if someone else asked you, you know, what do you think of them being a trucker's wife or their husband going into trucking, what advice would you give them?
I mean, if they don't mind being alone, kind of, and doing their own thing at home and or, you know, whatever they're doing, but being more independent, I guess, then it's a great thing. Because I would recommend it just because when you're gone, we miss you. You come home, we're excited. I mean, you know, guys all want to come home to a wife who's, yay, daddy's home, you know, kids that are all running to him.
Me?
Yeah. And you get that, I think, when you're trucking.
Yes.
We all get very excited. Daddy's coming home. The dogs, they go nuts.
Yeah, I was going to say, even the dogs miss me because when I come home, I get mauled by the dogs.
Yeah.
So, literally.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, I was just curious what you would say to that because, you know, I don't think trucking is for everybody.
Right.
But I do think there are people out there that, you know, in the right circumstances, if your wife is like mine and, you know, I think it would be a good fit. But it's not something you jump into and think that it's going to be easy because it never is. There's unique sacrifices and problems that we have as a married couple and as a trucker that you don't get in regular everyday life. And I didn't know that until I got into this, and we've dealt with those over time. But yeah, it can be extremely awesome and a blessing, and it can also be sometimes feel like a curse. Hi, and welcome to Driving with John. Welcome to day 4 of the hotel extravaganza. Yeah, we're still here. Truck's still not fixed. Parts were ordered. They didn't come in yesterday, so we're here another day. So we're just hanging out at the hotel. We actually changed rooms. What?
You look there.
And I see you right there. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry for the interruption there. I'll cut all that out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we actually have changed rooms. We're now, we went from the other bedroom that was in or hotel room that was in the end of the one video, the other side of the story, to today. At the end of this one, we'll put in the pictures of the new room. So I guess if you want to know what the room looks like, you're gonna have to watch all the way till the end. So how's staying in the hotel been for you?
Okay.
Kind of driving us batty.
Yeah.
We don't have a vehicle.
I
So
have no brush. I had a comb. I don't have my conditioner, so I'm going 50s.
yeah. She's so beautiful. Okay, back to the video. So as you can see, you know, we're just kind of quote unquote roughing it. You know, we don't have a car. We don't have any way to get anywhere else. So this is where we've been. So hang on a second, I'm gonna switch hands because my arm's getting tired. Okay, there we go.
All right. So, how's it been for you?
It's been good. I actually have, I wake up really sore. I think the bed in the last room was very good for me. My shoulders have been killing me and my hips. I'm getting kind of old, you know what I mean? But outside of that, I love hanging out with you. There's no stresses of, the kids with the cleaning and making dinners.
Yeah, that's nice.
And there's no stresses of me, I have to get this load there before this time. We have to get up early. It's just kind of been us hanging out, which is really relaxing and rejuvenating, to be honest. So
it's been cold.
Yeah, it is kind of chilly. The last couple days have been, well, 2 days ago wasn't too bad. Yesterday was kind of chilly, and today's seems like it warmed up a little bit. But
it was rainy.
Okay, you got to realize, we're in Florida, so for us, cold is 60.
50s.
Okay, at night it might have got down to the 50s, but 60 and above, basically, it's chilly for us. So everywhere else in the country, like where my sister lives, they're getting bombarded with snow right now. So good thing I'm not there. You should be in Florida. That's what I'm telling you. So yeah, we're just hanging out. Decided to come out and enjoy some of the pretty weather today. It's not too bad out. It's actually kind of nice today.
Yeah.
So I know the video quality with the sun in my eyes and my hat and is not the best right now, but as good as it gets for what we have. So.
And there's a pool, but we haven't used it because it's too cold.
Yeah.
And no bathing suits. We're tempted to use the shorts.
Yeah.
But then we have no clothes.
Yeah.
So we're running low.
True, and we don't have laundry detergent to be able to do laundry either, so we're just kind of stuck with what we have. So who knows? We'll probably get our truck back tomorrow, but I said that yesterday and the day before, so at this point I have no idea. It's all up to Kenworth, so.
Yeah. So let me ask you some questions since you did the other day.
Oh geez, okay, go ahead.
Alright, so what do you think of trucking? Wait, what do you think of trucking?
What is that? Is that a microphone?
It's a microphone.
Your microphone looks like an iPhone.
Erica here, live from Florida. And I'm here with John.
Redo that and not use last names.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't use
Okay,
last
let's
names.
take that out. Okay, 5, 4. Erica. Never mind. Erica here, live with John. We're here from Florida.
From Driving with John?
From Driving with John.
Yeah, you gotta give my channel a shout out.
Yes, shout out. What do you think of trucking?
It's good. I enjoy driving, so being on the road that much to me is a lot of fun, and I really love it when you and the kids get to come out with me, and it's decent money, so I do wish I was home more, so that part is kind of a big downer for me, but for right now it fits the purposes that we need it for. So
Yes, that's a good answer. Okay.
Well, thanks for rating my answer.
What other questions did you ask me? What is it like to be the husband
I'm a trucker's wife.
of a trucker's wife?
Well, let me see here. It's good. I really like it. It's great because my wife supports me and she thinks me doing what I enjoy is awesome. So that's awesome.
Yes. That's awesome sauce.
Yes.
I do enjoy jobs that you enjoy. So what was the last question? Oh, if somebody said that they were interested in becoming a trucker or becoming a trucker's wife, which would require
Okay.
that
So
would require a trucker, but maybe
I'm not cutting this out. I just want to let you know.
Okay. What would you say to them?
I would say that Well, I've said this in another video a few different times actually. Trucking is not usually what people think it is. It's a lot of hard work, and it may not be the most physical work, but it's mentally demanding, and you have to keep moving or you won't make money. You can't stop and hang out at truck stops or do anything that takes extra time. You just drive all day long, and then when you're done driving, you're exhausted because you're mentally just wiped out from driving and the stress of people cutting you off and all the things that happen when you're out on the road. So I would say go into it if it's something that you think you really would enjoy, but know that it might not work out. So, and for their wives, if their wives aren't supportive and don't like the independence, the ability to do things without their husbands around, then that probably is not going to work out. So
Yeah.
so,
That's
any
a
other
good
que-
answer.
Thank you.
I approve.
It's Erica approved, just like this video is Erica approved.
Yes.
Yes.
Just. I think those are the questions you asked.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember. That was a couple days ago. So, like I said, we're just hanging out at the hotel, and we got to be outside this time, so we thought we would shoot a video out here for once. I don't know, I'm having a little trouble with the sun, like, makes me look like I'm a raccoon. It's like the sun's like right there. And if I might add up a little bit. No, that's even worse. I don't know. See, not all of us can look good to like this. Some of us look like this, you know what I mean?
You want my
So-
glasses?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
So, any other questions?
What'd you think of breakfast?
Breakfast. Oh yeah, we get continental breakfast every morning. That's the good side of it. It's okay. It's kind of repetitive. Biscuits and gravy, waffles, cereal, yogurt every day. So,
Yeah.
it's okay. The biscuits and gravy are usually cold, so you have to heat them up in the microwave. But all in all, it's food.
It's food.
It sustains me. So
It's nice because we're paying for the rest of our food. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have that.
yeah, that's true. So
And I haven't gone grocery shopping, so we're also buying the food for the house.
yeah.
Delivery every night.
Matt DiGiorno?
No, I didn't get the store yet.
Okay, so I know this video seems to be rambling and it's probably kind of comical, so hopefully you guys could laugh and have some fun with us. But we've just been hanging out and having a good time and watching some TV and
I keep forgetting. That'd be horrible.
as a reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Mike's
if your mic looks like an iPhone, if your mic looks like an iPhone, it's probably not working too well anyway.
There's
No.
a mic on an iPhone.
No offense, I have an iPhone too, but you know, I won't go there. So
Mine's better.
they're exactly the same phone.
Look.
Yes, I see. Okay, back to the video.
All right.
So, do you have any other questions?
Trucking related, probably, right?
Doesn't have to be.
Oh, what is your? That's what we forgot. What is your favorite part when we go out with you on the truck?
Well, the answer's in the question. You guys are out with me. That's my favorite part. I like to get to know my kids and my wife at a deeper level. I know that sounds very, I don't know, feminine, whatever, you know, I don't care what you want to call it, but basically when you're stuck in a truck for a long period of time, you're going to get to the point where you're talking about things that aren't the weather, that aren't, you know, surface stuff, and I like that. So I like that I can have that time. I used to have that with my father when we went fishing. You know, you'd sit on the bank and fish for a while and you'd talk about school or work or weather, but eventually you'd start talking about other stuff too, and those are the times I cherish the most. So I'm hoping that my kids can learn to cherish those times, and my wife too. So sorry, my arm keeps getting tired, so it's like it goes.
How do you cook?
How do I cook?
Yeah. Or what do you eat?
Well, in a hotel we don't cook anything.
I think you had a tiny video that showed some of it.
Oh, on the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's really shaky. I guess that's not a good idea.
Yeah, you don't really cook when you're not on the truck.
Yeah, when I'm not in the truck, that's how I cook right there. And I don't do near as good as she does. So, I do have, over Christmas, I got a crock pot and a George Foreman grill. I do have a microwave. So the variety of those three things, soups that are left over from the house, I bring with me. Hot dogs, hamburgers, that kind of stuff. So that's all. And you know, as a truck driver, you stop at truck stops to stay the night a lot of times, and I'll eat there too, which is horrible food. So
one other question.
Yeah.
What would you recommend if somebody wanted to be a truck driver? What would you recommend that they need on their truck? What are your most valuable things on your truck?
Well, seeing what I just went through, I'm going to pick the things I didn't have. AC in your truck, a refrigerator in your truck, and the ability to have air conditioning and heat when your truck's not running. Those three all went out at the same time in my old truck, so you obviously need those things. But what things would you personally bring on?
Don't get into a truck unless you check the AC's working.
Yeah, working when the truck's running and when the truck's off.
Yeah.
Check your APU unit. But what would I find the most necessary that's not connected to the truck? Honestly, drinks. That's the biggest thing for me. It seems like if I don't bring enough drinks, I get desperate and I have to stop more than I should. So I usually try to bring lots of water and lots of soda. I'm a Mountain Dew drinker, so I have lots of Mountain Dew and water on my truck. So I would say that's probably the most valuable thing. Not really value-wise, but just as in how important it is to have something to drink all the time. And second would probably be something to eat. I always keep some snacks in my truck, not because I love to snack, but because when you're getting tired and you're driving, a clear way to wake yourself up for a good half an hour if you need it is to take eat a cracker or a couple Reese's Pieces. That will actually wake you up instantly, and it will keep you awake for a good 20 minutes to a half an hour. So it's a good trick I've learned that that's a necessity on the truck too. So
caffeine works for some people, but not you.
Well, I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, so obviously caffeine is probably not much to my system. I do use 5-hour energies occasionally, the vitamin B boost. It really does well for me, but yeah, caffeine doesn't do much for me. So
okay, that's all the questions I have.
Okay, so this has been a really rambling video, and but I enjoyed you guys hanging out with us today, and I enjoy this beautiful weather that we're having. It finally warmed up a little bit. It's got a nice chilly breeze though. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure that you make sure that you subscribe over there. You like down there. And then you scroll all the way down to the bottom to leave comments for me. Because, I'd like to know what you guys think of my videos. I'd like to know what you guys think. Am I still doing an interview?
Of my hair.
I'd like to know it. She wants to know what you think of her hair. Don't tell me what you think of my hair, because I don't care what you think. And make sure you leave comments down below. And I really appreciate all the support. And welcome to a new month of my YouTube channel. Things that I expect to see this month are, I don't know, new states maybe. Lots more footage on the road. And if you have anything that you'd like to see, or that you feel like you don't know about trucking, feel free to comment below. There's no dumb comment, and I will try to make a video about it as long as it's something that I feasibly can. So y'all have a good rest of your day, and we will see you, or you will see us, or you will see the road. Somebody will see something on the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. Bye. Special guest. This is John. Yes, his name is John also. How you doing, John?
Good.
All right, so basically my plan is, now that you see my special guest star, it's my son John. Yes, his name is John also. He's driving with John. All right, so I'm gonna ask him some questions, and then we're gonna, have him answer them. And it's just things that I'm wondering, what kids these days think about. So, and what he thinks about me being a truck driver, that kind of stuff. So, all right, we'll get started. So, John, what do you think about truck driving as a whole?
It's good. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Do you enjoy being on the road?
Yeah, it's good.
What's your favorite part?
The traffic.
Said nobody ever. He's just being difficult. All right. So, as you can tell, my son likes to give me a hard time. Hopefully not all the answers are like that, but he is a teenager, you know what I mean. So, John, when we're out on the road, where's your favorite place to stop?
I mean, Dallas is my favorite place to stop. In general, it's my favorite place I've been in a long time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it looks the best.
Okay. We used to live around there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Dallas, too. Traffic's a little crazy, but the people are cool. All right. So, what do you think of the whole coronavirus thing and the school shutting down and the quarantine? Just pretty much the whole picture. What do you think of all of that?
I mean, it's okay, but I took a few years of online schooling, and then I went back to public school, and then right when I was about to finish one full year, it went into coronavirus, so, and then went back onto online school.
You enjoying online school?
I don't know. No, not really, but
I want you to be honest.
I am.
Okay, not really? Why? What do you not like about online schooling?
What is there to like? I don't know. I've never been good at it.
Do you at least stay in contact with your friends from school?
Not really.
Aw, okay. That probably is why you don't like it. just guessing, but all right. So we spend a lot of time on the truck, and we do a lot of things on the truck. So I'm gonna let him answer this question, but what does a dad and a son spend most of their time doing when they're not driving? Interesting. Let's find out. So when we're on the truck and we're not driving, because there is some downtime, what do we do?
I mean, I don't know. The most we have done is watch Naruto.
What's Naruto?
An anime show made in Japan, which is obviously why it's anime.
Yeah, and the other times you were out with me, we did that, but we also played some PlayStation.
Yeah.
And some Wii. So
yeah,
a lot of video gaming. Do you have a favorite game?
Do I have a favorite game?
Yes.
Call of Duty, probably.
Call of Duty. Awesome. What do you think of the other game? I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like a really popular game. At least it was about a year ago. But it's the one that your sister likes.
Fortnite isn't good.
Oh, you don't like Fortnite?
Why would I?
Okay. So what's the difference between Fortnite and Call of Duty?
Third person, a first person, and
so it's from a third person's perspective compared to a first person's perspective.
Yeah, but Call of Duty has multiple menus, and you can do team deathmatch, which is a 8v8 or 5v5, depends on the lobby.
All right.
A 10v10, it really does depend on the lobby.
All right. Cool. All right. So John, while you're out on the truck with me, we also, have to eat while we're on the truck. So, what is your favorite place to stop, and what is your favorite food when we stop?
I mean, like I said, Dallas, but there's not really a favorite food. I don't know.
When I say place, I mean like truck stops, rest areas, just dirt patches on the side of the road.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, yeah. Because we have everything.
And I'll eat anything except onions and tomatoes and mushrooms. I'll eat pretty much anything.
Except for those three things. That's true. He actually, even though he doesn't eat mushrooms, tomatoes, or onions, he actually does eat some things that most kids won't eat, but adults love. So, all right. So I thought it'd be fun to interview him today while I was on the road, because you know what? You guys got to meet my wife and how wonderful she is. Now you get to meet my son and see how wonderful he is. I am really a blessed man. I have a great family. So I really enjoy when they get to come out on the road with me. So I got just a couple more questions, and I'm going to put the camera on him when I ask the questions this time so he can't think about it. Hang on. All right, back to you, John. So, he's, as you can tell, patiently anticipating. What is the thing that you hate about being on the truck?
What is the thing I hate about being on the truck?
Yes.
Not having Wi-Fi.
That's probably... Well, you do have a cell phone.
Or not having cell signal.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Either one works.
We go through some really bad areas where we don't get any signal at all. Where was the one place? Remember we went almost a whole day without signal?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember. It was West Texas. It was horrible.
Texas is one of the worst places to be. Dallas, like all the major areas have cell signal, but everything else doesn't.
That's true. That's true. So, all right, for those people that are watching that are into anime, who's your favorite anime character?
Who's my favorite anime character? Like, are you talking generally?
Generally.
In all of anime?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really thought of that.
How about Naruto? In Naruto, who's your favorite?
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya? All right.
That'll never change.
Okay. And how many different anime shows do you think you've watched?
Over 70 to 80.
Oh, wow. Wow. And
100 if you count the ones I've only seen one episode of.
he takes anime really seriously. So, we were talking about this the other day, but I just kind of want video proof of it. How many times have you watched the whole 500 episodes
7.
of Naruto? 7.
7. And I'm on my 8th time right now.
Yeah, watching it with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does that come out to? Do you remember how many minutes and hours and days and all that? You don't have to figure it up. It was something like 2 months straight through. It was 250 million minutes and over 1 billion seconds. It was insane.
If you're talking about all 7 times, and this is, I think, seconds or minutes, it's 289,800,000. That's seconds. And then if you're counting that, if you just want to count that, 4,830,000 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy. What it's like to be a kid these days. My goodness. So, he had a fun trip this time. We went to his favorite state. Oh, maybe I should ask him that. I'm joking. It wasn't his favorite state. Johnny, what is your least favorite state to drive to? What is your least favorite state?
I mean, there's a couple that I don't like. I mean, there's Iowa, the corn state.
What do you call it? The corn state?
And then...
Wait. Why do you call it the corn state?
Cornfield left. There's a cornfield on the right. I mean, I don't know.
It's all cornfields.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of deer too, huh?
No, I don't care about those.
Yeah, I do. Well,
I'm not the one driving.
Do you have any other states that you... It's not that you dislike, like you don't like the people, but just you don't like riding through?
Not really.
Not really?
No.
Because you've been in how many states?
A lot.
38.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know that?
Because we counted them. So he's been in 38 of the 48 continental states. So that's pretty awesome for someone your age. How old are you?
15.
15? Awesome. Alright, last question of the day. But I want you to answer honestly and fully, not a yes or no answer.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts of how the coronavirus, whole epidemic, pandemic, what do you think about all of that? Like, how it's being handled, and are you scared of it? What do you think?
No one should be scared of anything, for that matter. I mean, unless, like, it depends on a few things, but you shouldn't be scared of a virus. I mean, unless you're actually taking precautions for it, like if you're washing your hands, doing that type of thing, staying, like, wary of other things. I mean, I've always been a germaphobe, so...
Yeah. Well, what about, like, what about if you have older people that come to your house? I mean, shouldn't you be extra cautious then? Where are you going? Hang on a second. Oh, hand sanitizer. We reminded him he had to put hand sanitizer on. So, you're not doing that because of the coronavirus. You would do that normally anyway, because you're a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's good to take precautions because of the people that could, like, from our knowledge, the coronavirus doesn't harm kids quite as badly as it does adults and people with pre-existing conditions. So is that why it's important to protect yourself? Because honestly, if it's not going to hurt you that bad, why should you be scared of it anyway?
Well, you shouldn't be scared of it, more or less. You should be wary of who you're around. Like, if you actually have the coronavirus, stay inside, because you could be spreading it to older people, which is way more deadly. And the more infectious something is, the more it'll spread, the more deadly it is, depending on how, like, not like deadly as in like it could kill you, deadly as in like it could get to everyone, and even if it's the smallest bit deadly, it could still do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to kill anybody. So when we're on the truck, we take precautions. Like, we have masks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what I started off the video with, and we use hand sanitizer, we wash our hands, we open doors with our sleeves or with a rag. Anything else you want to add for the video?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, say goodbye.
Bye.
Nice meeting you. Oh, you know what? I thought of one more question. Hang on, I got one more question. Sorry, I have one more question for you. I'm just doing this so I can have video proof of it. Okay, I'm a truck driver, right?
Yeah.
Is that something you would ever want to do?
No.
Why? What do you want to do?
Why? I mean, I have a long length of expectations for myself, but I want to own my own company and make that company make and reproduce games I code myself, I make and have ideas for. And I'll also make game consoles, monitors, PCs, stuff like that.
Wow, big dreams. Awesome. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that rare peek into my personal life, because I don't do that very often on YouTube or Facebook. So, hope you enjoyed that. I do have to mention also, I have 3 daughters that don't like being on YouTube. But I love them, and so I thought I'd mention them at the end. And my family is very important to me. I've said this on other videos. My values are God, family, and country. So I know that's kind of old-fashioned, but that's the way I was raised, and therefore that is who I am. So hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to share it. Remember to like it. Follow me on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. And always remember, truckers are people too, so be nice to us.